Yo, what is up guys, it is Ripper and here with the new video. Guys, let's just hop straight in today's video. Again, as you guys knew from last time, I did talk about, the whole Red Dead 2 patch. What did I think of it, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Now I do want to give a quick side note. I am aware that when I made that video like public for views, for everyone to see, I know that the patch literally just came out that day, so just a heads up guys, I am aware. I even put in the description and comment section below if you haven't seen it yet that I'm aware of that. And that's kind of what today's video is, but actually just leading into it is the whole patch and what they exactly did. And there's still one bug that I did forget that I do want to talk about today, so let's hop straight into it. So guys, let's start off right away with the patch that they put in the game. So alright guys, to start off, a good example of this patch is if you go to the revolvers, the $1,000 revolver, right, is only $600 now, right? So as you guys can tell, they put a 40% discount cut right on that money, right? Now, as I said before, you guys know, I'm not really against the store prices. I was more of against how much you made on the missions, which, by the way, you make so much more. And I think it's a lot easier to really get money, really easy to get $1,000. And so, it's definitely a lot better now. The economy is a lot more in a better balance. I still think there are a few things in my opinion that could be worked on, but obviously I will submit that to Rockstar personally, and I will send that an email. Obviously if you go to Rockstar website, they do have a place for that, so you can submit feedback, what you think could be fixed. Now I highly recommend, if you guys haven't done that, you guys have issues, instead of complaining, submit it to them. That's what I do. Anything I have an issue with, I submitted it straight to them, and so far they've been looking at a lot of it, so I'm pretty happy about that. I definitely think we have a lot coming towards us, especially in the future for Red Dead 2 Online. I'm very, very excited about that, and I can't wait to really play the final version, get out of beta. Like, that's really what I'm waiting for, is being able to say that we are done with the beta, because to be honest guys, I like the beta, but man, I want to see the real thing. And I think it's something I want to point out real quick that I haven't really mentioned, but something that I've realized is that it's good that they release this in beta, because now they have something to kind of fall back on. So like, there are a lot of issues, so they can say, oh, it's just a beta, which I think is smart for them, because when they release this game, if they were to release this as a full game as it is right now, there would be so many issues, so many people would be angry. But because they just slapped the word beta on there, it really kind of gave them like a quick leeway. It gave them a little bit of leeway for I don't want to say excuses, but for reasonings, let's say. And I totally understand. I think what they did was very, very smart on their side. Alright guys, as I was saying, they did give a lot of leeway, and I think that's very, very smart of them. And something else that they did with this patch that I do want to bring out to light and shed for everybody if they haven't realized it yet, and if you haven't been on Red Dead 2 yet, but if you look, you will have an extra, I mean extra 15 gold bars, okay? Then with a bonus, you get $250 of Red Dead Online money. Now, why did they do that? They're basically giving a reason of obviously compensating for people going through, and who, if you've played the game since the beta first came out, basically they're rewarding you. Basically they're refunding people the money that if you spend $1,000 on a gun, you're getting $400 back in return for a refund for overspending, for overpricing, which I definitely think I give so much props to, so much credit to. I think that's amazing. Man, Rockstar is one of those companies where if you really disagree with them, you have an issue, they are the most understanding and supportive companies, especially when it comes to video game designing, creating. They are definitely listening to their fans 24/7, which is good examples. Fortnite was like that at the beginning, but they went down. Also going on guys, something real quick that I want to talk about, other than the whole refunding, the whole 250, 15 gold bars, is this one last issue. All right, and I'm not sure if you guys ever like get annoyed or blah, blah. I'm not sure if you guys get annoyed with it, or I'm not sure if you guys ever realize it, or really kind of like to point it out, or like to realize, I guess, this issue, and that is the whole issue of the inventory. Okay, the inventory is definitely a bug in my opinion. I think how they have the inventory system set up is just not good. I think what they did with it and how they're you know, kind of like when you get off your horse, for example, you, by kind of default, most of the time you don't have your lantern. Or, you know, they kind of pick and choose what they're going to give you. I think it's where when you're on the horse, you should choose what you defaultly have in your, you know, setup, and then you leave with that setup, rather than get on the horse, choose your setup, get off the horse, and they put a default. Basically, they put a default setup when you get off the horse. That usually means your gun. If you have a bow, you get a bow. If you have a knife, obviously, sometimes, majority of the time, throwing knife if you have a throwing knife. And I think, yeah, and then just your revolver. So you really don't get a lot. They kind of limit you. And if you have like an inventory when it comes to like your dynamite, rope, knife, throwing knife, all that stuff, they're gonna give you that, but they don't give you like a lantern. For example, if you're like going through long trees at nighttime, you know, it's good to have a lantern. Or if you're going through the woods at nighttime, it's easier. If you're going through Saint Denis at nighttime, man, let me tell you, a lantern helps. Or Blackwater, you know what I mean? So it's like stuff like that, I think, is an issue. I think with the inventory system setup, you should be able to kind of basically customize your setup when you get on the horse and leave the horse with that default, with that setup that you defaultly set up, not what Rockstar defaultly set up. That is an issue. I've already emailed it to Rockstar if you guys are wondering, and I hope they definitely look at that, because man, the inventory system is not my favorite thing. I know a lot of YouTubers really haven't been talking about that. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard too much about that from YouTubers, so it's something I definitely, if I can, bring to light. I don't like it. I don't like how they do that. The whole horse rebonding issue is still a thing going on. You know, we'll see what goes on with that. But something else I didn't say last video I do want to mention is that my rating, what do I really truthfully think of the game, right? Because I gave what I liked, and it's very little, you know, it kind of sounds a little bit negative, and I could see that, right? So let me just say this. If I had to give it a rating currently, like current state of where it is now, after the patch, everything, I'm definitely gonna have to give it like a good 9 out of 10 game. Now, the reason it's not a 10 out of 10, there's still bugs, there's still glitches. It can never be a perfect 10 out of 10 game until all these bugs are fixed. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think before the economy was really patched, I'd give it like a 7.5 or 7 out of 10, because the economy really ruined that game for me. I hated the game for a while. I just couldn't play it, and I just kind of took a break. So like it's one of those things where the economy ruined it, but now that they fixed it, I love it again. I'm happy. I'm enjoying it. But they still need to do a few more things in order, I think, for Rockstar, for them to keep their fan base currently, and then for to keep their players consistently on their game. You know, things to fix that are going to be some future things that they have mentioned, and obviously if you play GTA Online, like, they're going to kind of go down the same path of currently, you know, they're aiming towards not resetting stats, which is awesome. I'm glad they confirmed that, so we're good on that. Things they're also looking at is adding new activities, obviously, so you don't get bored with the current ones, because there's not a lot of activities, let's be honest. You know, it is a boring game when it comes to activity-wise. Obviously, you do get a decent amount of money, like the story missions. I'm making like $18 to $27. This is the most I made so far in a story mission. You know, I'm making a lot more. Before I was making like $6, $7, $8 max. I was getting nothing over $8. You know, I'm making double that. I'm making triple that now. So it's a lot better. I think what they need to do now, though, is just kind of look at little internal core issues, and I think once they do that, things will get definitely a lot better, and I can't wait to see where they go with this. I hope you guys are excited, and I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I hope you guys are excited to see what Red Dead Online has to come, and I hope you guys stay with me. I'm definitely making a lot more Red Dead Online videos. I do have another video coming up even after this one already recorded, so we'll definitely see what happens. But hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below. Make sure to put on those post notifications so you know when my videos go live. And guys, it's been Ripper. I will see you guys later. Peace.
That I'm at an all-time low.